That was astonishing. How can elite universities maintain their standards of academic excellence while effectively implementing DAI initiatives, and what specific metrics should be used to measure in both areas? What do you think? What are the measures, the actions of for the universities?
Yeah, thank you, Tadea. It's simple. At least for me, it's simple. Look, diversity, equity, inclusion. It's a program which is basically fair in its core, but it was used because it's not. We are not equal, and you can't hire. Look, the DEI was accepted by American Airlines, by Boeing, by Jack Daniels, by universities. And what happened? That happens that I'll take your job, or you will pass the exam because you are black, or because you are a transgender. I don't care if people mutilate their body or what they do or the pronunciation or whatsoever. But finally, as a professor, you have to know, you have to learn, you have to study, and that is the only merit. It was always the same. It is we are not equal. You can't talk about equity. What is equity? We are equal in front of the law, but we are not equities. So the problem is that was used to solve some historical problems, some injustices, whatever. But in the end of the day, when you trust your pilot driving your plane, it doesn't matter if he is black or white or yellow or purple, he has to pass the rigorous exam and hours of flying and everything else. I can't depend on being mediocrity. There are merits, there are high merits. I'm watching my students. They don't learn anymore. They don't study anymore. They just think that they can pass and they're equal and everything is all right and life will be beautiful. But the doctor, they depend on, it's not good to be, the eye doctor, because otherwise you have a very high percentage probability that you will die. Well, we will die anyway, but not by the doctor, which was hired because of the DEI. So that was the problem. This is not a political thing. This is the thing of professors. We are responsible for that. We are responsible for the knowledge that students have. We are the one who can say you can pass and you cannot. And I don't care who you are. I don't care what you are, where you come from. This Daltonism, this isolation from every political or race or whatever is lost. And we are losing ourselves if we will take people just because of the identity. That's the beginning of the end of the universities we know. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm worried.
My opinion is that actually this is a very good start for the new university manifesto. It's just that we have to shake hands all over the world, not just Europe and Slovenia. But I would give floor to someone else to for the questions or for the debate.
May I ask Igor to remember what he was telling me quite a while ago, how he controls his students, whether they use artificial intelligence as a tool or to replace themselves.
May I jump into the discussion? But basically, I think we're talking about two problems. One is the problem of not guarding the high standards of academia, as should be, right? Because basically our products are, and I'm really happy to have some students here who decided to go to the PhD studies. So basically, high guarding the high level of quality of what they're doing. The second question is, what the heck is quality these days? Because it really changed. It changed even before artificial intelligence came in, but it changed abruptly. Artificial intelligence, because right now, you know, beforehand, people and institutions of knowledge management, that means also academia, were the safekeepers of knowledge, right? And now knowledge is everywhere, and it's not only stored anymore, it's reasoned upon by something which is not human. So now we have this issue of competing with the machines, which we are not really well equipped to. So I think we have these two fronts: how to nurture, basically raise the capacity of people to know things and to know how to approach things and basically reason upon things. And at the same time, the other front is open, which is dealing with artificial intelligence, which can be basically used as a substitute, if he's thinking better than I'm thinking, let him think, or use it as a tool to help me reason better. And I'm really looking forward to the debate for that, and really thanking Theodora to open this kind of worms and see where this is going. And I would really like to hear also from the younger generation, how do you feel about that? Because right now you are in the process of introducing artificial intelligence, painting standards in the universities, and I would like to see how do you feel about that?
Maybe in my opinion, I think that the standards are now, because of things we can do with AI, getting closer to us, because they think we will use AI and then don't want to get into it to research if we used it or not, just to take, they used AI, okay, they're good at it, so leave it as this. It's like, it's not that they are harder in assessing our work, but on the contrary, maybe putting us that we are not assessed as strictly like before in this.
And basically your work is preparing text like PhD thesis, seminar works, etc., right? So which parts of this work you have to do is done and can be done basically by offshoring it to artificial intelligence? And which parts are the ones who can say, okay, I can use artificial intelligence to make my life easier, to understand what I'm doing, if there is some methodology, can it help me?
Okay, I think in my personal case that I use it as a tool only when I am trying to find or to combine my ideas with something that I'm thinking about it. So not in the like method, maybe like on methodology. How can I express my idea in this way? So it's like only in the first production phase and not after. Or but most usually it's used to enhance texts and everything, like just to write on the more scientific level if you're not able because of your skills. So I think more on production level, if I can express like this. Yeah.
Most of us are non-native English speaking, and basically writing in scientific English language is troublesome for us. So in this case, it can be used as a language generator, which is okay if you're using your own thoughts to be basically transferred in another language. But the question is how to use AI as a tool gets to the next level of the research. So without AI, you could get with your own capacity to a certain level, and maybe with AI, can you get to the next level? Is this an option? And I'm trying to go to the different level of discussion with Theodora, because Theodora already put in the dystopian world of artificial intelligence, which is happening right now.
To me, scientific is something which has not been found so far. And artificial intelligence, as much as I understand as a layman, is combining knowledge of so far, not beyond so far. So this, to me, is a dilemma. I had a case, we are combining with my master a concept for a book. And she used the artificial intelligence and she got the concept for the book in a few minutes. But I was not able to know whether this is scientific or not. Is it original or is it just made of things which already have existed? So I have a deep dilemma which I do not understand.
If I can comment, I'm working at the Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science. We just finished with defending the seminary works of the first year computer science students, and they were allowed to use AI. The seminary work was consisted from the theoretical and practical part. The practical was also programming in Python programming language. And I must say that compared to the years before, the gap between students who actually knew what we're doing and students who were using AI to get through, the gap was even larger than before, because the students who used the AI properly and also used their knowledge, they were very, 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 very good. And those who just used AI to get things done, but they didn't understand it, the gap was even lower, because before, without the AI, they actually tried to do something if they did not necessarily succeed. Now they relied on AI, and we observed the behavior that is similar to the introduction of escalators. Some people use escalators and to get some speed compared to the ground, and they also walk. Those are the correct users. Users who just step on the escalator and wait for the escalator to bring them somewhere, they are getting less physical activity than without the escalator, and they are instead of progressing, they're falling back. And that, I think, is the correct view, what to do, how to use it. Professor Muller said, okay, the AI actually is not working on the newest standards, but the things are changing. The Chinese competition launched the platform that can run on your local computer. It is free. It is there to use. It is much powerful than American counterparts.
Yeah,
And
DeepSeek,
it
right?
is quite easy to install it on your computer. And it's quite easy. I was just researching this today. There is also an option to install in your browser that the AI will fill out all the fields in your tests. It can be exam, it can be driving tests live. And now we have to adapt. What to do now? Are we going to just simply skip? In Slovenia, we don't have driving tests online, but some foreign countries do. We use our faculty. We use quite a few online exams and midterm exams, and we will have to roll back to paper versions in order to avoid AI automatically filling out the correct questions. And this is just the thing, that this is the development of the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks. And this is going to explode even further.